welcome to ACD Combatives, your combatives and control tactics channel. Please like, subscribe, and share.
Hey everybody, Coach Kurt. I want to try to do a quick video about the Second Amendment. It's not clickbait. Why do we need a Second Amendment? Well, I've been a cop for 25 years. I'm a veteran. Now I'm a peacetime veteran. I didn't do any combat. I'm not a combat veteran. And when I was called to active duty after 9/11 for about a year and a half, I didn't even go overseas. So I can't say that I have all this combat experience. I absolutely don't. I have 25 years in law enforcement, and I've seen a lot of chaotic, stupid crap in that 25 years. And it's only strengthened my resolve and why we need a Second Amendment. 25 years patrolling, mostly in a rural environment. I'm here to tell you that the police are not going to save your ass. In fact, the United States Supreme Court in Descheny v. Winnebago, 1989, has said the government does not have a duty to act. And let's quickly talk about that case, because it's super important and I think very applicable to the Second Amendment argument. But we'll get back to the Second Amendment. Let's talk Descheny v. Winnebago. That's Winnebago, Wisconsin. It's a county in the state, my home state. Yes, I'm originally a cheesehead. Basically, it is a child protection case where Child Protective Services were watching over a boy named Joshua Descheny. A father and a mother had got a divorce, and they had joint custody. And the father, Mr. Descheny, was a total piece of crap, and he decided to beat up young Joshua one day for whatever reason, I don't know, and left him extremely brain damaged from the assault. Basically, in a nutshell, the Supreme Court said that the government does not have a duty to act to protect its citizens from private actions. I guess if the government wants to try to keep you down, they're supposed to protect you from that. But if they're trying to take away your Second Amendment rights, wouldn't that be something they're supposed to protect you from? Anyway, I digress. So what I'm saying from this case is the police not only don't have a duty to act, they may not be able to. We've seen that in the COVID issue here. All across the United States for the last couple of years, the police being shorthanded, public safety officials and medical officials have been hit the hardest as far as COVID. Police were not responding to a lot of basic calls for requests for like theft and somebody trespassing, blah, blah, blah. Unless it was a violent crime, a lot of police were not responding to a lot of these type of incidents across the United States. And I'm here to tell you as a rural officer that I could be 2 hours away from you if I have to respond to a call. It's pure luck if I'm a half hour away. And from my point of view, it's the same thing as far as me getting a backup officer. It could take 2 hours. 1 hour, I'm lucky, a half hour. Once in a blue moon, I'm super lucky and somebody's in the area and they're there in 5-10 minutes, and then I do the happy dance like, oh, I feel like I know what city cops feel like now. They can get backup like by snapping their fingers. But that's not the case in a lot of situations. And it's the same for Joe Citizen in today's America. Do not count on the police swooping in and saving the day. Most of the time, if somebody breaks into your house or tries to assault you out on the street or mug you in a parking garage at knife point or gunpoint, the cops aren't going to magically appear and save your ass. It's going to be a situation where you have to take care of yourself. And the only way you can do that is to have the right to do that, and that is the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment specifically says, and it's the strongest wording in the Constitution, shall not be infringed. So to recap, the government itself, the United States Supreme Court, has told us that they don't have a duty to act. Well, that would reinforce the government's obligation not to screw with the Second Amendment, that says that it shall not be infringed, and allow you reasonably. I mean, we're not talking about criminals. I understand that we have to keep the guns out of the hands of people that don't need or deserve to have weapons, and I can assure you that I feel strongly about that as a cop. Over the last 25 years, I've come across lots of situations like, geez, this guy's a moron. How does he have a weapon? It's a scary thought. And I'm constantly fighting my own demons over the concept of shall not be infringed. But, some people are mouth breathers and shouldn't have guns, or some people have mental issues and they shouldn't have guns. Guns themselves are not dangerous at all. It's the people that wield them. So I understand and believe that we need to work harder on keeping the guns out of the hands of people that should not have them or should never have them. But at the end of the day, the average citizen, the majority of us, have a right to bear arms. And that means AR-15s, which stands for Armor Light, because that was the company that originally developed the AR-15. It does not stand for assault rifle. There is no such animal. If you're a 5'2", 120-pound female living by yourself and you're a single mom and someone's trying to break into your house, I assure you, you want an AR-15 in your hot little hands when you are defending yourself. And it could take 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, up to an hour, depending on where you live, for the police to come save the day, quote unquote. And it's not going to happen. You need to be able to defend yourself. Now, I equally feel that it's just as important to know and understand how to use these weapons, these tools, correctly. So if you do own weapons, by God, take a lot of time and energy and put some money into your training. It's super important. Know what you're doing and have other options, non-lethal options. Self-defense, jiu-jitsu, MMA, there's pepper spray. There's other options that could be appropriate depending on the issue. Anyway, I think I've made myself abundantly clear, at least I think I have. Please let me know if you have any questions. To recap, the government itself says it does not have a right or does not have the obligation to protect you, then obviously they shouldn't try to take away your only other option, which is self-defense, which you inherently have as a human being. As a living entity, you have a right to defend yourself. All right, everybody take care, stay safe, and let me know if you have any questions. Please like, subscribe, and share.
Let's roll. Hey, let's be careful out.